Hey, well, kia ora, fellow classmates. We've got a real treat for you now. And I tell you what, I've been enjoying this so much that hopefully you should be able to see me a bit better and hear me a bit better. I've actually just got a flash new camera now that I can use. So this is the first time I'm using it. So hopefully it works a bit better. And our classmate is definitely deserving of this new piece of technology. Without further ado, the man himself from Fouhy Tour. It's a huge welcome to your classmate and friend, Mr. Chris Fouhy. G'day, Fou. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, thanks, Huge. Yeah, going well. Yeah,
great to see you. And by the looks of things there, you've got the background, you're on a tropical island somewhere?
Yeah, Upper Hutt, it's called. Upper Hutt. Yeah, it's always good here. Always good. So it almost part of Wellington anyway, but yeah, no, we're going all goods. Yeah.
Oh, good. Hey, well, you look great, Fou. It's been a long time since we've caught up, and you've had a really interesting journey in few years, and I know the boys are really looking forward to hearing from you. So I'm going to kick straight into it. You're one of our faves, one of our good mates for all of us. But Fou, can you just start off? We'll go back to the beginning when you first entered Silverstream, and maybe recap where you came from, your third form year, and do you remember what bay you were in and who your boarding mates were when you first went to stream?
Yeah, I remember us travelling down on the Fouhy Whānau Ford Falcon, the blue Ford Falcon, and getting dropped off at stream. And I think, yeah, the old man gave me a handshake and was like, "All right, good luck. There you go." And mum was a mess in the car. But then, yeah, I remember playing, getting to the cricket nets and playing cricket with Colin Hancock, I think, in the nets down there. And then in our bay, I think I can remember that Colin was next to me, I think on the left-hand side. I know that Shane Riley was down one end as well. Yeah, that's about all I can remember off the top of my head. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good times, and yeah, I think like Boz was saying, it's a few interesting things with the year nines and Dave Wallace and co tearing up our beds and coming in at night and giving the boys a bit of the bash here and there. So those are a few memories.
Bit of a fifth year to third form initiation sort of process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, bed checks in the morning and all that sort of carry on. So yeah, I remember that stuff.
Oh, awesome, mate. Well, Fou, you were the definite all-rounder at school. I remember you very well. Had the privilege of travelling home with you to Fouhy Tour and meeting your parents and family a few times. What did you do the full 5 years, and what did you do? Did you do the immediate year after you left Silverstream?
Yeah, I did. I did the 5 years at Stream. I know at the last part of year, I don't know, 7th form. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to stay at school. So Jim Dooley told me I wasn't allowed to be around for exams. So I got told I had to leave school and do exams. I turned up I had to do exams in Tararua College in Fouhy Tour. So yeah, a bit of a funny way to finish the time out. So I turned up at Tararua College for English bursary exam, and I knew some of the people there. Like, what the hell are you doing here? So it was, but yeah, no, did most of the time here, and it was good times. And the first year out of school, like I think, like I had a couple of years where I was a bit lost at school. My year 12 and year 13 was a bit all over the show, and I just think I needed. I think after that time, I just needed to settle down and get my shit together really. And so I had a year. I went to uni at Massey for 2 weeks. I lasted 2 weeks, and I think I was just pretty much smashed every day for 2 weeks. And anyway, I got glandular fever back, and so I finished uni. I pulled out, got myself right, and I was like, right, I need to get my shit sorted. So Dad got me a job on a dairy farm, and I worked on that for 6 months, and then I did another 6 months somewhere. Maybe not 6 months, but I did a few months on a farm out at Pongaroa, and it was a bit of just learning the ropes out there, and working with the shearers and doing all the stuff around the farm. So it was pretty cool. So I had a year away and just chill out really and play a bit of rugby and have a bit of fun.
Well,
So,
good on you. Now, listen, talking of rugby, you're probably one of the best or better rugby players that I met in my time. For you were amazing, and you'll never one to show off. But you were an amazing rugby player and a great defender. Did you play any senior rugby at all? What was the sort of highest level of rugby that you ended up playing?
It's sort of a bit of a mixed thing with rugby. Like I enjoyed it. I went up to I suppose the highest I played after school. Played some club rugby. I went up to Auckland to meet my biological parents and my family, so I got to know them. So I moved up there to get to know my other family, and so it was pretty cool. And while I was up there, I played some rugby for East Coast Bays, and I made the under-21s, the North Harbour under-21 team, and that was pretty cool. And then they said to me, "Oh, we want you to put on 8 kgs and do all this stuff and go hard out." And I just wasn't into it, and so I sort of just didn't take it up, didn't follow it, and at the time I had a big conversion experience too. Like I really got into my faith, and that sort of became a real big side for me, and so the rugby sort of dropped away a bit. So I didn't pursue it really as much as I probably should have now looking back, but that's the way you go.
Life takes us in different directions, Fou, and great segue into the next question, which I know is really big for you. I'd love to talk about it, and that is your faith and your commitment to it. Now, you obviously went through, I don't know, some kind of transitional calling, and quite deeply into your faith, which I hugely respect. A lot of the guys won't know that you were actually the RE teacher at Silverstream for many years, apart from other roles that you did. Can you tell us sort of what year did you sort of head into your faith, and what took you, and how far did you go? I believe you may have even gone overseas.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty interesting story. The turns that you take in life, eh? But no, I think towards the end of 7th form, I think I was pretty down, eh? Pretty mixed up about life and stuff like that, and I think that was why I was mucking around a bit and a bit lost, And that's when I think I started thinking about bigger questions and started to pick up the Bible and actually read a bit of it and that sort of thing. But I started to grapple with some of those bigger questions. But this journeyed along, and then I think, like I said before, I had this big sort of experience to conversion thing, whatever you want to call it, 18, 19, and then I sort of looked at going into priest or being a brother, and travelled overseas and travelled to New York and stayed with the Franciscans there in the Bronx and did some work there and looked at them for a bit. Went to London, looked at the brothers, Franciscan brothers there, and went to Italy. So I did that for quite a while, and then I came back from that, and I was like, oh well, that's not for me at the moment, and did some teaching. I got into teaching, and which is a bit of a surprise to a lot of people. And ended up teaching. I started teaching at Palmy Boys and did 4 years there, and that was real cool. Then went back overseas again and looked at the whole vocation thing again, and did a few more visits, and I stayed with a contemplative religious order in Italy and did a year with them in their sort of novitiate stuff program. Got to the end of that year, and they said, right, you've got to make a decision. You're going to take the habit, take the robe, or you're going to, finish up. And made a decision that no, I'm going to finish up. So I came back and I got a job at Stream. So I started teaching at Stream, and so I came back as an RE teacher. And my first day, Mike O'Leary sees me come in, goes, "So Chris Fouhy, the last time I saw you, you were running naked across the road." I was like, "Mike, you're not helping me here, brother. You're not helping me, brother." So it's a hard case. But, So yeah, I ended up becoming an RE teacher and doing some commerce, junior commerce with that. So I was at Stream for 12 years and a bit of coaching. That was awesome. Yeah, awesome time and
Well, listen, mate,
great to come back to school and get back a bit.
yeah, all of us just have nothing but respect for what you've done and achieved, and particularly with that faith. And those years at Silverstream, I caught up with you a couple of times, but now I believe you've gone to the dark side, to our brother school, and you're at St. Pat's in town.
Yeah, gone to the dark blue. So you haven't been stabbed by anyone yet. A few threats, but nothing's come about yet, which is good. No, I'm at town and I'm doing counselling now. So I trained up to be a counsellor. Just I suppose on the back of having a few issues at school myself and getting in a bit of strife and struggling a bit. I suppose that was part of my journey and so yeah, I trained up and doing counselling. So I'm the full-time counsellor in town and yeah, it's good, eh? Oh, it's good.
Oh, I reckon you'd be awesome. Here's a question for you that I'm sure our guys would love to know. Okay, differences between town and stream. You've firmly been in both camps now. Are there differences, and if so, what are they?
Oh yeah, there are differences. Eh? Like I think Stream's got the physical settings are pretty amazing at Stream. All the 5 fields, all the hills in the background. The boarding school, like having a boarding school creates its own culture. You've got your own history around that, and the boys that come into the hostel bring their own flavour to the school. So I think that's pretty special. Yeah, and town's a city school, so you sort of got kids who are city kids primarily. So you got city problems and opportunities and all that sort of stuff. But I know there are lots of crossovers too. All the the Catholic stuff and values and that sort of thing. That's pretty similar. Sport's pretty massive. All that good stuff.
And
Yeah.
lovely to see we have the first Pacific Island rector at St. Pat's Town now.
Yeah, Mike Savali. Yeah, so he's top man, doing a good job. Yeah, he's in the right place. Eh? He's doing good stuff. Eh? He's a good fella.
Awesome. Hey, personal questions now. Let's talk a bit about you're married now and kids. Introduce your family to us, Fou.
Oh yeah, so I'm married to Liz. So she's originally from New York, from Rochester, up top New York State, and yeah, we've got 2 kids. So we've got Nora and Grace. So they're young kids. We've got 5. They're 5 and 3. So yeah, I was old man when I got married at 38, an old digger, and we've got another one on the way in October. So
awesome.
yeah, another
Congratulations.
Girl. 3 girls.
3 girls.
Yeah, 3 girls, mate.
Oh,
so
wow.
trouble ahead, eh?
Oh wow.
But it's all good. No complaints.
Wonderful. And exactly where is home for you now, Fou?
Yeah, Upper Hutt. So we live about 5 k's up from Stream. Yeah, just a little bit before the town there, and so yeah, I've got to get on the train and I bike over to Kilburnie and get into work. So it's a bit of a trek, but it's all good. But yeah, we love it here. It's nice, good place to live, good for families and that. Yeah, pretty good hood. Good place to be. Yeah.
And how's your family? Your brothers, Dom and James and sister, and the rest of your family? How's everybody?
Yeah, no, they're good. Yeah, Dom's he's still on Paia Tour. Mary is still on Paia Tour as well. Yeah, Dad's up there. Dad just turned 80 last week, so he had a bit of a do for him, so it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, Mum passed away last year, so but
sorry to hear that, mate.
Everyone's doing pretty well. Yeah. James is doing well. He's doing very well. So.
Remember your parents. Lovely people. Now, heading towards the end, just a couple of questions left for you, Fou. Look, a tough one, but is there anything that really sticks out for you of a particular memory of Stream? Might have been a sports team, and you played in many sports teams, or a class or a teacher. A few of the boys have mentioned particular teachers that on hindsight meant something special for them. Is there something that pops into mind for you?
Yeah, I think Bro Bede's got to be up there, eh? Pretty massive influence on our group, eh? Yeah, he's the man, eh? Just as getting to know people and all that, tireless work, eh? It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing, eh?
His name has been
Up there.
mentioned by everybody, which is no surprise. I'm going to try and track him down for this series. And and talking to Boz before, Boz is so generous, has even offered to, fly him up and pay for his dinner to try and get him to the dinner. So I'm going to do a bit of work behind the scenes there to find him and see where he's at now.
Sweet.
Which would be amazing. All right, my friend. Last question. Do you keep in touch with anyone from our year group at all?
No, I think like once, not consistently enough at all. Like once I think school finished and we made some good mates at uni, did some travel. I think I lost those connections really, eh? But the odd time we caught up with yourself or to see people around on the random, but random chance. But
I think we all lost connections, but we all took different paths. We were all on different journeys, and we all were travelers in one way or another. And this is one of the reasons for this type of series is again, in people's own time. No one's forced to do anything, but it is a cool opportunity just to catch up, hear people's voices, and see their faces, and just get to know a little bit of what they've been up to. So, I really thank you for joining us and allowing us to share a bit of your life, of what you've been up to over the last nearly 30 years.
Yeah, sweet as, mate. No, good job too, Huge. Awesome, mate. Done a great job, mate.
Oh, you're the man, Fubar. Well, mate, listen, boy, there's so many memories I have with you. They're countless. There's heaps, but we've got plenty. And I just, again, thanks for joining us. I'm going to send this out to the guys, and I know they'll be rapt to see you, and hope to see you at the upcoming foundation dinner, which is at the end of July. And if we can't get you there, then we'll definitely catch up with you at some stage, my friend. But on behalf of all your classmates, Fubar, thanks for joining us, and we wish you nothing but the best, my friend.
Sweet. Cheers, Bubba. Mate, thanks, mate. All good, eh? Good to see you.
Thanks, Fu.
Okay. Cheers, mate.
All right. You still there, bro?
Yeah, mate. Yep. Still here. Yep.